Terry, could you give me an idea about your fortunate or unfortunate work background and for whom you're working now and where do you think that's taking you?
Well, I worked for 30 years for Verizon, and I loved my job. We were contracted to U.S. Airways. I was a systems engineer, and after 9/11, the contract was dissolved, and there were 110 of us who actually were displaced. For 4 years, I really struggled and had to live off my retirement. I liquidated my retirement just to get through those years. At one point, I did get a job with Level 3 Communications as a switch engineer, and they offshored all of their jobs to India. So right now, the past couple of years, that was in 2008, I was truly devastated by losing a second job through no fault of my own. And now I work for $8.10 an hour at Macy's.
You're involved, I understand, with MoveOn.org. Is that a volunteer position?
MoveOn.org is a political action group. It's nationally organized, and they're basically all volunteers, with a few exceptions at the top, where a couple of people are paid to do the actual organizing and from the top. But no, the job that I do with MoveOn right now as an organizer is not a paid position, but I feel that it's the only thing that I have today that is giving me back a voice.
Who do you think is the momentum driver behind it? Do you think Michael Moore is being successful, for example?
I think Michael Moore is a catalyst. I think that people look to him for approval sometimes, but really this is a grassroots movement. Occupy Wall Street is coming from the bottom up, and it's bubbling up. And that's really the only way that's going to happen. If more people get involved and stay together and stick together and understand that a democracy is something that requires every person to have individual action. Sometimes just voting is all you can do, but right now we are so oppressed as a middle class. We are really quickly becoming a lower class, and the only way to reverse this is for everyone to get up, stand up, and let their voice be heard.
Do you think that maybe the baby boom generation sort of wrapped everything up in the 60s or early 70s, and that now they're finding out that they hadn't won the battle? Do you think that they're ever going to come out of the woodwork? It doesn't seem as though they're coming out in very large numbers in support of Occupy New York or other movements.
Well, a lot of the local rallies, it's only baby boomers. And I think that Occupy Wall Street is just another grassroots bubbling up of energy, repression, and just people understanding that unless they speak, unless they stand up, their future is going to be stolen from them.
Where is the uprising going to stop? How far will the Occupy New York, Pittsburgh, Kittanning, Ford City, whatever it happens to be, how far is it going to go, do you think?
I hope that it causes a serious social revolution in the world. I love it when I hear that people of other countries are not just watching Occupy Wall Street, but they're participating and they're occupying in their cities, because they really understand that the United States has really been the driving force behind all of these global problems, global economic problems.
Do you have a phone number, a website, an email, anything you can share with the audience?
We would love it if people would join MoveOn.org, and it's spelled just like that, MoveOn.org/team, and become a part of this movement. Right now, MoveOn has started a Rebuild the American Dream movement, And we really need everybody to come together and have our voices unite and say we've had enough. We're not going to take this anymore.
Thank you.